Okay friends, it's time to get started on replacing our PCV valve. That's going to be located in this area right here. To gain access to it, we're going to go ahead and remove this cover. I'll grab the filler neck for the oil, give it a little twist counterclockwise, set it aside. Grab onto the cover, we're going to lift this straight up and remove it from the engine. Now we're going to make our way right over here to our map sensor. Go ahead and lift up on this tab right here and carefully remove it. Every time you disconnect an electrical connector, you need to inspect it. If you see any funny colors, it's probably corrosion and it would need to be dealt with. Now to remove the map sensor, what you want to do is grab onto these two ears, carefully separate them without breaking anything, and then we'll go ahead and lift that right up and out. Give it a quick inspection, make sure the seal's still good, set it aside. Underneath that area where the map sensor was, you can see that you have a hexagon here. Use a 15mm socket, we'll put it right on top of this. Now we're going to carefully turn this counterclockwise, just enough to be able to unlock the locking tabs. Careful, it is under spring tension, it's going to try to lift up. Let's get our tool off of there. Go ahead and grab onto this unit, we're going to lift it up. Underneath here, you're going to see that there's supposed to be a spring. That needs to be on this part right here. Sometimes you might see it down on the PCV valve. Either way, you're going to be reusing it. Reach down in here, carefully grab onto the PCV valve, give it a little wiggle to draw it up and out. On the PCV valve, you're going to notice that it comes with an O-ring. Typically, it's a good idea to replace O-rings. Otherwise, if you don't have one, just give it a nice stretch, make sure it's still soft and pliable and it doesn't look damaged in any way. Now it's time to install our brand new PCV valve. To start, let's go ahead and put that O-ring right on the bottom of it. Slide it right up to the base. Now we can take this, we're going to push it right down into the plastic intake. Now it's going to be time for this piece. The areas that you want to pay attention to are the two ears. You can see on the ears they have a little cutout. Then looking down at the plastic intake, you can see that they have ears that need to fit into those cutouts. Once you have it pressed in, go ahead and turn it clockwise to lock it in. I'm going to press this down. Now it's time to install our map sensor. Pay attention to this area right here, which is where the seal is. You're going to notice that mine looks as though it's lubricated. You could either use a little bit of petroleum jelly or even a tiny bit of motor oil. After it's lubricated, we're going to go ahead and line it up. And when we bring this down, we want these ears to fit inside of these. Let's go ahead and get it lined up. Press it down. Listen for a click from both of these ears. They need to be locked in. If not, this could potentially come up and out of here and you're going to have a runnability issue. After that, let's go ahead and plug it in. Listen for a click. Make sure it's secure. Now we can go ahead and put on our engine cover. Along the back side, you have this little nub. That needs to fit into this hole. Let's go ahead and slide it right in there. Now we can bring the front down and we're going to line up the oil fill neck hole. Go ahead and grab onto that fill neck, put it in, turn it clockwise until it's completely locked in.